What's up, guys? Miticus here, the coach for the Boston Beedrills, bringing you our very first match of the 4th season for the APA, the American Pokemon Association. This season we bring a new format to the table. We are calling it the APA format, and it is exclusive to our league as far as I know. Myself and the other commissioner, Panther, got together and we wanted something different for this season, and so we decided on this new format, which brings Ubers into the game. Pretty much anything is allowed, any Ubers except for the primals and except for Mega Rayquaza, who isn't an Uber anyway. But the big twist on this format is that every week you have to bring in one Pokemon from the 6 tiers that we have. And the 6 tiers are just like last season, tiers 1 through 5, which kind of replicate the OU, the UU, RU, NU, and then like a hybrid that's kind of acts as like a UU, OU right in between. And then our 6th tier is what we are calling the MU tier. The MU tier is a combination of the Megas and the Ubers. Now in the draft we had to choose both one Mega and one Uber, and a lot of coaches actually ended up with 2 Megas simply because their Ubers were also Megas. For instance, somebody could have chose a Mega, which is Mega Blastoise, and then chose for their Uber Mega Kangaskhan, and that would be how you would get 2 Megas on your team. So as you can see on the layout in front of us, we have what we are predicting Banded Caterpie to bring in, who is our opponent. He is the coach of the Carolina Caterpies. I'm predicting him to bring Mega Mewtwo X, such a powerhouse 190 base attack, I believe. He's going to hit you hard on the offensive side. It doesn't matter who you are. I'm expecting him to bring Kyron Black, another huge monster. Slowbro next, very, very defensive ball. Galvantula, I'm expecting him to get his webs up early and to try to really slow down my team. Not that I have a fast team by any means, but he does know that I have Deoxys and Victini, and slowing those guys down would be absolutely key for him. Next, Meloetta. I know he loves Meloetta, so I definitely expect him to bring Meloetta. And then we have Leopard, or Liepard, however you want to say it. And I think it's a pretty good utility Pokemon that can do a bunch of different things. Again, each of these 6 Pokemon that I'm predicting him to bring in are coming from 6 different tiers. On my side, we have Miticus, the Tugga Tank. Put in a lot of work for us last season. He actually beat Banded Caterpie for me last season, paraflinching them to death and paraflinching our way to victory. Then next up is Deoxys. What can you say about Deoxys? I mean, running 180 physical attack, 180 special attack, and 150 base speed. You don't mess with Deoxys. Now we have to watch out for priority moves such as let's see over here. What would he have? He had to have Sucker Punch. I'm sure he has some other priority moves I'm just not thinking of right now, but Deoxys definitely has to stay away from those. His defense is only 20 on both sides. Next up, Whimsicott. I expect Whimsicott to be a really good utility Pokemon for us. I think I have Stun Spore and Encore, so if he starts to set up or starts to do some status moves, I can kind of lock him into that. Then we have Gourgeist. Gourgeist is a great defensive Pokemon. I think that he can definitely possibly wall the Mega Mewtwo in certain situations. Rhyperior, another huge threat offensively and defensively. Looking to do a lot of work with him. And then Victini. And guys, my order is in no particular order, by the way. But Victini is going to do some work. I know Victini is going to do some work. All you got to do is hit V-Create, and something is going to take a hit that they do not want to take, no matter what it is. So it does look like Banded Caterpie is ready for us to hit accept and to start Season 4 off for the Boston Beedrills. But before we jump in, let's go over the question of the day real quick. Guys, what are your thoughts on this new format that we are presenting for the first time in the APA and really in league format in general as far as I know? I don't think anything like this exists. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Give me a like button whether you think my team is trash or not. The support definitely is encouraging, and I definitely appreciate it. And let's hop into this battle. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can open this season up with a win. Last season we went 3-0, and then we lost like 6 games straight. Let's pick up a win here, and let's keep it going. Let's start some momentum. Let's pick up a win for the Boston Beedrills. Season 4 of the APA starts now. Okay, so he did not bring in some of the things that I was thinking he was going to bring in. Mega Mewtwo X is not coming in, that's really surprising to me. I just feel like Mega Mewtwo X puts in a ton of work, no matter who you're going against. I just feel like he's going to put some work in. As I said, 190 base, physical attack. Hey, I'm happy that he didn't come in. I'm happy. So let me try to find my sprite for Mega Altaria. I know it's in here somewhere. Alright, that should be it right there. Let's put him in. And then for Kyurem, he didn't bring Kyurem either. Guys, he didn't bring 2 of his most heavy hitters. I'm really stoked about that. Really stoked. So Skymarie is in. Oh wow, guys, that's that is not the well, you know what? That's what we're going to use, because I don't feel like going and finding the sprite for it. We're going to use this sprite for Skarmory. I actually like that sprite a little bit better anyway. Alright guys, so what is going to be our lead here? Goodness gracious, I'm so excited. Let me let me wish him good luck. And oh man, I'm excited to start Season 4 off in this new format. So I'm thinking we go Victini here, and if we get stuck in a bad situation against Slowbro, we just U-turn out. Leopard could be dangerous with Prankster Thunder Wave, I think, yeah. But I think we're okay. Let's just go ahead and go into Cosmo, our Victini, and see what we can do here. Okay, so at this point, I think we are okay to click V-Create. I think we're okay just to hit V-Create. We don't want to U-turn. We don't want to give this guy a chance to set up his webs. If he's Choice Scarf, he's going to set them up anyway, but he could be Focus Sashed as well to get his webs up. I know for a fact he's either Scarfed or he is Sashed. I mean, he has to be to get his webs up, and I completely understand that. Thankfully, we do have Defog on Togekiss, so that is really good for us. I'm not too concerned about the webs. We are just going to go in for a V-Create, I think. The only thing is, we're going to lower our stats. No, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and we're going to V-Create. Bug Buzz, which did quite a bit. He is Sashed. I thought he would be. That is absolutely okay. That is absolutely okay. Do we want to take the Bug Buzz, or do we just want to let him go up and get his webs up? In my opinion, I think what we want to do here is, I think we want to go. So we want to go into our King Boo. I don't think we actually want our Victini to get that low on health. Just in case, the possibility we may want to take another hit later on. He didn't actually go and get, he actually didn't put his webs up. So that's interesting. I really thought he would. But I guess maybe he thinks the Victini is just too big of a threat, and to get the most damage off possible would be the best route to go. Which I agree. 100% agree with him. I think what we're going to do here, just in case he switches, we're going to Leech Seed. So actually, that was a really great play on our part. A very great play on our part. So at this point, I don't really know what I want to do. We could go for the foul play, or we could just go to seed bomb. We don't want to do seed bomb. Let's just do foul play. And let's just try to wear him down here. Like I said, we do have defog, and I'm completely okay with bringing in Miticus, defogging, and hopefully being able to roost. These rocks are only going to take us to 75%. If he throws out spikes, the spikes are going to hurt us. So I'm completely okay playing this game with him. You know, what's more unfortunate is he's definitely going to carry a roost. So that's going to be interesting. He doesn't really want a whirlwind here, just simply because Victini could come out and V-create him. So I don't see him going with whirlwind. Brave Bird does definitely make sense. Can I live a Brave Bird? I mean, I'm very defensive. I'm going to say... Oh, he switches. Okay. So he does switch. We went for the foul play. I think that was a good move on our part. I think at this point we do want to go... so let's see. Sucker Punch. He could have Sucker Punch. What other dart moves? Crunch, maybe? I don't know. I don't really like looking at the moves and everything during the match. I feel like I should have prepped really well beforehand and not have to do it during the match. So I think what I want to do, he's dark. Let's just go for the seed bomb. So knockoff. Oh, he has knockoff. And that's going to take out his Leopard. So there was our tier 5s going against each other. And King Boo, the Gourgeist, came through for me. And we have killed his tier 5. So tier 5, taking out tier 5, nothing special there. Which this season we're actually introducing a new stat called trophies. And depending on what tier your Pokemon knocks out, he gets a certain amount of trophies for. So I believe, if I'm saying this correctly, actually the other commissioner is in charge of this. I think the MU tier is worth 6, and then it goes progressively down from there. So tier 5 would be 1 trophy. So, you know, Gourgeist there would get 1 trophy. But if Gourgeist was to take out his Mega Altaria, then he would get 6 trophies. And that's supposed to kind of help us with the MVP race at the end of the season and kind of help us determine who actually did the most work during the season. You know, because when you get down to it, a lot of times the kills and the ratios, they're kind of hard to look at and really figure out who your MVP is. But, you know, if we get down to it and we see, hey, this Pokemon has the most trophies out of everybody, well, he didn't do that killing a bunch of, you know, tier 5s. He would have had to done that killing a bunch of tier 6s and 5s. Or not tier 6s. Tier 1s and Pokemon from the MU tier. So we're just waiting on him to pick a Pokemon here. And more than likely, I would assume he goes into either Skarmory or Mega Altaria here. He actually went with... oh, that's good. That's good. I actually have to say something about that. So he is making mention of my Togekiss, who is Togetank, and me and him have a little thing going back and forth where he calls my Togekiss the aforementioned name that is above his Meloetta right now. That's pretty funny. So Meloetta, what can we do to Meloetta here? I feel like foul play is still going to do a decent amount. I kind of just actually want to go for the synthesis and see if he's going to knock us out here. Yeah, he definitely knocks us out. That's okay. That's okay. So what we're going to do here is, I think what we want to do here is go into Victini and U-turn, and then maybe go into Whimsicott. that is what I'm thinking right now. My only thing about going into Tug Tank right now is that he's going to get hit by the Stealth Rocks. He's going to get hit pretty hard on the special side, which isn't a huge deal for Togekiss. I guess I could go into Togekiss and... No, I really don't want to do that. I think what I really want to do is go into Victini and U-turn. Now, unfortunately, we're getting really, really low on health, and we're going to have to get rid of those rocks if we're going to bring Victini back in. So the U-turn is definitely going to mean he's going to come out, and we're going to put him back in at some point. So it really has to start becoming a priority for us to get Togekiss on the field and to get rid of those rocks. It has to become a priority for us to do that. I do want to go ahead and do the U-turn. I do want to go ahead and do a U-turn and hope that he is not... just want to check one thing real quick. 328 speed. His max speed is 308. I think we're definitely going to outspeed as long as he does not have a Choice Scarf. So again, a great opportunity to bring Togekiss in would be against Slowbro, which is coming out now. So I think what we really want to do is, do we want to bring Slowbro in, or do we want to bring Togekiss in against Slowbro? I mean, the Ice Beam is definitely going to hurt. Ice Beam is definitely going to hurt. But I really think that we'll be okay. I really think we're going to be okay. And I'm just wondering if I want to go ahead and get a Thunder Wave off here. But in my honest opinion, what's going to happen right here is he's going to think I'm going to go for Thunder Wave. So he's going to go back into Galvantula. And what I'm going to actually do is... I think I'm going to defog. I'm just going to defog. So he did go for the Toxic instead of switching out to Galvantula. So we at least at this point are in better shape. We're still going to go for... now he's going to go into Galvantula. That was good. That was good. That was good. We do know that he was sashed. So a lot of our stuff's going to outspeed him now that we know that he does not have a Choice Scarf. Thunder is going to do a tremendous amount of damage to us. Compound Sash. It's going to do a tremendous amount of damage to us. I think what we're going to do here is we're actually just going to go into a Whimsicott, who walls this thing pretty good. We do get hit with a crit and we get paralyzed. So that's unfortunate for us. Wow, that's actually really unfortunate for us. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? Do we want to Encore? Do we want to Encore? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just didn't matter. Okay, so he's asking what the attempted move was. It was Encore. Let's see here. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? We could go ahead and get rid of this thing to ensure that webs don't go up. I think that would be a pretty good choice. 328, 346 max speed. This thing outspeeds our Victini, which I think we actually saw that happen earlier in the match, I want to say. Yeah, with the Bug Buzz, maybe. I don't know. I can't really remember. I think what we're going to do is just go into Deoxy. And we're going to E-Speed. Or we could knock off, because we're definitely going to outspeed. So knock off, I think, would be the actual the best move here. Or we do want to go to first? No, we don't want to do Psycho Boost. I think we just want to knock off. He did switch into Scarm. Leftovers is gone. We're going to go for the Thunderbolt here just to ensure that he goes down. Or do we want to hide the Thunderbolt? I think we actually want to hide the Thunderbolt, and we just want to knock off again. Take out the Scarm. So, what do we expect here? What do we expect here? What do we want to expect here? Maybe Altaria? Oh, maybe Altaria? I mean, Meloetta definitely doesn't want to come in. Slowbro doesn't want to come in. Galvantula doesn't want to come in. At this point, we are starting to put a lot of pressure on his team. A lot of pressure on his team. It's really unfortunate that we got the crit impaired on that Thunder with Whimsicott. By the way, I love the shiny for Whimsicott. It makes me really want to go into the game and try to get one. Okay, so this Slowbro is a problem. He really is. He's a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Togekiss. And he Scalds. That's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to Air Slash. And we're going to hope that Galvantula comes in. He didn't. Meloetta came in. And so at this point, we need to figure out if Togetank is worth preserving. If Togekiss is worth preserving, it's interesting. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and Thunder Wave. We're going to go ahead and Thunder Wave. Toxic is starting to take a toll on us. We are going to Roost. We are going to Roost. Toxic is really going to start wearing us down though. We're not going to be able to survive too many more turns, but my plan really is to oh goodness, Roost one more time, I think, and then maybe switch out. And honestly, I think that probably is our best bet. So what does Rhyperior do at this point for us? Not a ton. Not a ton. He does not do a ton. Now, we have to be careful here because he could go for the Sticky Webs here. If he goes for Sticky Webs here, expecting me to switch out, maybe into Rhyperior, it could put me in a pretty bad position later on in the game. I think at this point I really just have to let my Togekiss go down, unfortunately, just to protect myself from the Sticky Webs. And that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. So we're going to just try to defog here. He's going to outspeed us. He's definitely going to outspeed us. Wow, he did not outspeed us. Okay. Well, we're in pretty good shape here. He hit us with a return. He hit us with a return. He hit us with a return. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. So we got Dragon and Fairy. Dragon and Fairy. could U-turn, get a little bit of damage on him. Make him go in for the return. Make him go for the return. I believe that would force him to go for the return. And then we can send out Rhyperior to take that hit. We get a little bit of a crit there, so that's nice. Okay. And we're just going to Rock Wrecker. So that is a little unfortunate there. That's a little unfortunate there. And then we're going to go again for the Rock Wrecker. Well, we definitely needed that damage. We definitely needed that damage on the Slowbro. Most definitely needed this damage right here. As long as we don't miss the Rock Wrecker on Slowbro. I don't think he would switch out Slowbro. Oh, well, no, he goes for Slack Off. You know, it was a chance I needed to take. Definitely a chance I needed to take. So how do I win this battle? How do I win this battle? I've got to think for just a second here, guys. I've got to think for just a second here. I have Thunder on or Thunderbolt on Deoxys. Does Thunderbolt kill? Does Thunderbolt kill? That's what it comes down to. That is what it comes down to. Does Thunderbolt kill? Now I'm actually going to calc this because too big of a match. Can't screw it up here. Deoxys attack, all out attacker, life orb, thunder, bolt, 252 in attack, or actually special attack, and we're going against a Slowbro. And let's make it all the way defense or special defensive. Don't know if it will be or not, but let's just go ahead and say it is. If he's max invested, it's not going to kill. If he's max invested, it's not going to kill. It's not going to kill. I'm going to go first. I can't U-turn into Deoxys. He's going to get hit. Bolt Strike isn't going to be great. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm just going to hit this Altari as hard as I can. I've got to go for the Bolt Strike. It's got to happen. He gets paralyzed. Scald takes me out. And we have to see what Deoxys can do. We have to see what Deoxys can do. Knockoff will definitely kill. I'm going to go Thunderbolt. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I'm going to lose this match. I'm going to lose this match. His defense, it's awful. We're going to go for the knockoff. We're going to knock out the Meloetta. At this point, we have to go for a Psycho Boost. And hope it knocks him out. Gotta hope that the Psycho Boost knocks it out. And it doesn't. So we lose. Oh my goodness. What a game, what a game, what a game. So we will start this season off 0-1. But what a great game. Good job to Banded Caterpie and his team. Fluffy definitely took that hit right there. And wasn't a lot I can do. Even if I could have took him out, you know, that Slowbro would have been a huge issue for me. So I don't think it would have made too big of a difference. So, you know, hey, our next match, we'll try a little harder and prep a little better, and we'll see how it goes for us. Alright guys, well thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to answer the question of the day in the comments below, and also to leave a like on the video. Again, it's definitely much appreciated. I'm going to go wallow in self-pity, and I'll see y'all guys next week. Peace.